This should be played at high volume.
It's the same convo, it's the same convo. TSC, it's the same convo. TSC, it's the same convo. TSC, same convo. TSC, it's the same convo. TSC, same convo.
It's the same convo, SAME. This is the podcast of beats, and their whole team is complete. They feeding the streets, other people can't compete. Shit, you got Carlo, got Kenny, got Baba, got Aqua. You cannot forget Malik, and you got Ski. Yeah, the whole roster elite. They bringing the heat every week.
Welcome back. It's the same convo, and I'm your host Carlil. I got the team with me. We got Kenny, Bomba, Malik, and we even got Aqua on here today, man. But last but not least, I'm going to go introduce our special guest, the Hood King, RabsoPetty himself, man. How you doing, bro?
What's up? How y'all doing, man? I'm glad to be here.
Oh, yeah.
Appreciate for y'all for having me on.
For sure.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Yes, sir. The man, the myth, the legend, man. Of course, for everybody watching out there, like I said, RabsoPetty is the Hood King. He is the mastermind behind the Hood anime parodies of Solo Leveling, JJK. He's done a DBZ movie, BoJack. He's also done Death Note as well. So, you know, if you haven't seen his content, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, a little something for sure.
Hey man, when I tell you, I might be one of your biggest fans. You feel me? Like I swear, we be having Hood JJK on repeat, bro. So
I love that.
so before we even get into it, of course, DreamCon was last weekend, right, y'all? Last weekend.
Yep.
Of course,
This past 2 weeks.
Weekend before last. Yeah.
For sure. We didn't get a chance to get up with you at DreamCon, but we definitely saw that you was there. So I want to first ask, how was your experience at DreamCon?
Man, first off, this was the shortest DreamCon it felt like in the world. This is my third DreamCon, and I'm not gonna lie, it felt like I was there a day at this point. It was phenomenal, as always, which is why DreamCon is one of my favorite conventions. But in general, I was busier than I think I've ever been. I'm not doing that again. But it was great, but I was way too busy this year.
Nah, I feel that. It definitely was a lot going on. I did see that you had a room filled to capacity, which is all your supporters, all your followers. How did that make you feel? How was the energy, in that room?
The energy was crazy. So first off, shout out my manager Mo. My dog Mo goes in like right as the last panel ended in that room, and obviously it was some DJs. They were just mixing or some producers or something, and they were just making beats, and they see all these people starting to rush in, and they like, oh yeah, we about to turn it up for real. People getting in here. Wait, why our mics got turned off? So they go in there at like 7:33. Man, by 7:45, mind you, my panel starts officially at 8 o'clock. By 7:45, it was packed to the brim. I come in about 7:50 so I can do some Q&A, standing on tables telling DreamCon we need bigger rooms and stuff. Man, it was crazy. Once I actually turned Hood JJK, the whole Culling Game art, because that's what we watched. Once I turned it on, people yelling out their favorite lines, word for word, bar for bar, every single line. I'm telling you, it was insane. Like the room was damn near shaking with how loud everybody was. So it was incredible. It's never makes sense in my head, but it's always love to see.
That's what's up, man. No, it was definitely, again, as a fan of you, it was definitely just crazy to see on my end. I wish we were doing a lot of work too, us having press badges and securing interviews. So, but we definitely wish we could have, been one of the people in person at your panel.
Man, I understand. It was so much going on at the same time at DreamCon. I completely understand that. It's hard to get around at DreamCon if you don't know exactly where you're going.
For sure, especially because now they in a bigger space. Now they used to do it in Austin, and that was a little bit easier to navigate. But now
Yeah.
George R. Brown, man, that's his own monster, and
Jordan
it's three
Brown is
floors.
crazy. Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah. But of course, we are a podcast, but a lot of our content is based in the anime space, and of course, with you doing the dub of so many different anime. What was some of your favorite anime you watched growing up?
Growing up, the anime that really like got me into anime was Naruto. I remember starting off on Toonami and thinking, "Oh, ninjas is cool." But then me and my god brother were like on the computer, randomly just searching up like Naruto videos, and I saw like an AMV. Japan at the time, we were like mid tuning exams, but Japan at the time was right at the first Naruto Sasuke fight in the
Mhm.
Hidden Valley joint.
Hmm.
And when I say I'm seeing that and I'm just making up stuff in my head because I don't understand what they saying, I'm just like Naruto done got control of the nine-tailed fox and Sasuke then controlled his curse mark and blah blah blah. To the point I'm making up so much stuff in my head, man. I done fell in love with this show even more than I already was. So Naruto is for sure the first one that like really made me fall in love.
Hmm.
And then I was just watching anything past that, especially coming up.
Okay, for sure. So would you say Naruto the anime is that your go anime of all time?
No, not at all. My GOAT anime of all time is Code Geass. I got
Oh,
Code
okay.
Geass
Oh,
all over here.
yes.
I got
Okay.
Code Geass
Cool.
all everywhere, man. I'm a Code Geass stan.
For sure. For sure. So why specifically Code Geass? You feel me? Why do you think that's the greatest anime of all time?
One, I don't care for dub anime as much as I dub stuff and as much as
That's
I'm in the
crazy.
voice actor. Let me. So I got reasons why. These days, it's way less taboo to go into anime voice acting. More importantly, people are like rushing to get into anime voice acting. So it's like we got so many talented people and like new people who are trying to like get in the field and like really get in the booth and change stuff when it comes to the anime voice acting. Coming up, bruh, it was like maybe 100 people voice acting every anime, bruh. So like,
Mm.
you're gonna hear Chris Sabat a
Yep.
billion times on every role that's anybody that weigh over 200 pounds. Uh, you was gonna hear Yuri, you was gonna hear Johnny Young Bosch. You was
Right.
gonna hear these people on everything because that's
Mhm.
all we really had. So like I got sick of hearing the same voices. I'm not gonna lie. And a lot of the people that weren't those same voices, a lot of times just didn't have the love for the game. So like their dubbing just sucked in my opinion. So until we like saw a big change with a lot of people like your Alex Lees, your Zeno Robinsons, your AJ Beckles, those type of people start coming in and like changing the game and stuff. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't care for dubbing, but Cole Geass had one of the best dubs because Yuri and Johnny Youngbosch got in that booth and lost their minds. Death Note, another one that was a really good dub at the time, which is another one of my favorites. So I guess Code Geass not only for the story because I think it's just so well written. It's not much I would change about it outside of pacing in a few early episodes.
Hmm.
I think it's just so well written from start to finish, especially when it comes to anime that's focused on the strategic mind of a teen who just received powers and stuff. So it's my goat for sure, and it'll always be
For sure. For sure. Out of all the characters in Code Geass, who's your favorite?
Lelouch.
Okay.
Lelouch.
Lelouch.
Lelouch v Britannia. If random lore, I have been searching for a Lelouch figure at cons for the past 3 years.
Haven't
And
found
I
one.
just want to, I haven't, the one I found was like my first year in this dub stuff and like the first year this took off. And that bitch was like $1,500.
At a
Yeah.
con? At a
Yes,
con?
at a con.
It's
I'm
out the
like,
mud.
yo, God.
It's out the
Uh,
mud.
I looked at it, I'm like, bro, this is the hardest thing I've ever seen in my life. No, I'm okay, actually. You can take that back to where
No,
you had it.
Dust.
I don't
For
even
sure.
want to breathe the air it's in just in case you say I'm
See, that's why your mama always told you, don't touch that when you're going to the store.
yeah,
The mess around with $1,500.
man, I'm all right.
I see you not just voice acting Gojo, you also got the pockets with it, because I'm not buying that.
I'm not
Facts.
buying that at all. I could
Like,
buy if I
what?
wanted one, bro. Because Kogi got such an older series and like there's nothing continuously going for it. It's harder to get figures, so yeah, they're gonna overprice them mugs.
You kind of just
You
gotta pay that.
put in like Loose v Britannia figure right now, all of them like $2,000.
Damn.
I want no problems.
Hey,
Bro.
Rab, what would your Gojo say to you if you heard you say this right now?
Right now, get your paper up. Buy the figure. If you had the bread, I could buy the figure and then sell that bitch, buy it back 2, 3 times. I'll be good.
Facts.
But since you broke, I guess you got a problem with that. But I ain't gonna buy another man, so I get it.
Nah, I'm gonna be asking the con, do they take Klarna? Because you got me messed up.
Man, some.
I'm talking
Firm, I
about the
don't
only
know.
con I ever seen it was $1,500. I'm okay.
No, switching gears a little bit. So one thing that we slogan of our podcast is let's get negative. We do like to get negative every time we post a video. Everybody and their mama try to debate us and tell us we don't know nothing or this is wrong and that's wrong. So I have to ask, since we got you on the platform, man, what is an anime hot take that you have that will piss off your fan base?
Uh Piss off mine. I mean, I think they've heard majority of the crazy hot takes I've had. Um Man, I think I'm just piss people off in general. And this is the most biased hot take too. And this is just general nerd games I'll hit y'all with. Um, when it comes to actual physically playing these games,
Mhm.
Beyblade over Pokemon cards any day.
Yes.
I don't
Oh,
care.
well, yeah.
I
Yeah.
straight don't even care. I almost would say Yu-Gi-Oh, but I'm not gonna get into that. That might really hurt somebody's feelings.
I was
But
about to say
Beyblade over
that's a
actually playing Pokemon any day.
I'm
that
not
that
fucking with
Yu-Gi-Oh
that.
versus Pokemon debate get real sticky, but
No,
I don't
I'm
even know
with
how
you
to
on the
play. I don't even know
Beyblade.
how
There's
you play
no
Pokemon.
debate in
Let me go get my
Yu-Gi-Oh
deck.
playing
I'm not gonna.
Yu-Gi-Oh versus Pokemon. Bro, didn't how many of y'all really I promise you most of us played Yu-Gi-Oh growing up.
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Outside of
absolutely.
collecting Pokemon cards, how many of y'all really played
Like the card
Pokemon
game?
coming, like the
card
actual
game.
trading
How
card
do you
game?
even
Nah,
play
I
it?
ain't played a card.
How do
I
you even
couldn't
play it?
tell you. Beyblade over actual Pokemon TCG any day.
Okay,
Yeah.
but the
I'll
games
let
are
it rip.
fire. The Pokemon games are fire
The
though.
game, I'm talking about the
So
trading card
the
game.
trading cards,
Mhm.
The
meaning
trading card game.
I'm gonna go get my Pokédeck out because
Yeah, I know people that got just full binders full of Pokemon card game or Pokemon cards. You
Mhm.
not playing them, you selling them. That's the
I'm
only
not
thing you
selling
gotta do with
shit. I
them.
haven't sold one card.
That's the thing. She not selling them either. She
Just
just
for the love of the game?
You ain't playing the game, so I mean you might as well.
Just for the love of the game, man.
Lord
I
have
bet if
mercy.
you have a Beyblade, you play with it.
Facts.
Facts.
Ah,
Shit, I want
I'm
to go
just
to.
saying. I'm not gonna say it's over Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't want to have that argument. That's kind of crazy. That's a
Yeah,
little
yeah.
crazy.
I was
For
about to
me,
say,
it was over Yu-Gi-Oh because I was a Beyblade head coming up.
for sure.
But uh, over Pokemon trading card game any day.
Yeah, nah, I'm with you. I think majority of us is with you, except for one professional collector we got over here.
That don't actually play with her Pokemon cards.
But let's go ahead and switch gears again, and I'm actually going to let Aqua ask this first question. So Aqua, it's on you, shorty.
Okay. I just wanted to know how you came up with the idea, for just starting to dub all your hood animes. Like,
Really, it was. I tell this story a few times. It was just trying something. I saw a meme that was Gojo walking up to Hanami. It was just a picture of the aura between them when he was on the wall. And it was like me walking up to a homeless man after pouring a whole bottle of Dior Sauvage on my jacket. I saw that, and then I saw a video. It's the anonymous video, him walking in on Howard to grabbing the hair, all that good stuff. And
Yeah.
it was SSJ 9K's audio. Oh, you think I'm fighting just to fight? To say today, no, I'm fighting just to fight. They put that audio over the anonymous clip. I said, bro, I just want to try this and see what happened. I
Right.
made the first band for band video. It did decent. And after that, I was like, I'm gonna keep trying this, and then it did
Right.
nothing. Let me say this for the people. The next three videos past that did nothing. Now they're fan favorites. Then I did Big Raga, and everything turned up
Big
again.
rock.
So
Big rock at the
Big
op
rock.
stop,
stop
Big
it.
bro.
Rock and the op
That
stop,
was
man.
that was the
The
shit for like
awesome.
months, bro.
Yeah,
That's still the
Bro.
shit to this day.
Oh
yeah.
god.
So
I
Y'all
that
can't
lucky I'm
even.
not
that
making
flipped.
me because I would pull rock out for any little thing. I swear to God.
Man,
Even if I
You
gotta
can be
die.
just like him.
It's
I'm
the
out of
thing
here.
like in Aqua. I'm glad you mentioned that because when you are watching the episodes in order, it's like it's the funniest thing is when you see Megami trying to say the poem over and over again and something interrupts him until you
Every
finally
time.
get the Shibuya and he finally gets the chance to bully him out. Like, nah, it's definitely insane. Did anybody have a follow-up question to that before I moved on?
I do. What do you do with the voice acting? How do you able to make the characters match your words so greatly?
So I have a film background because I was a film student, film dropout more per se.
Mhm.
So with that, I come from editing background, like music videos, short films, stuff like that. So like when I started editing, it was just the secondhand knowledge I already had. So it was a little bit of editing. I do it a lot grander now, but at the time, it was just make sure the mouth ends on the last point of what I'm saying and make sure a few of the lip movements match just enough for it to feel like it's in the moment. Now I'm real tedious on it. Like I get on my head real bad about it. The mouth gotta look just like this is part of the real anime. But like at the time it was just make sure it looks decent enough with my editing skill set at the time to make sure people still feel like they're watching the anime, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's dope.
Literally.
That's what's
Literally.
up.
I just want to know, do you coordinate the actual footage from the anime or do you actually edit the mouth? Because I remember back in the day you used to have like the dinners, and I feel like the dinners had an animated mouth that you probably like got from
So
somewhere else.
yeah, so those have the mounts from somewhere else. Sometimes it really depends. Some scenes, if they got enough mouth movement,
Hmm.
then I can just use those. But sometimes it's me grabbing mouths from other scenes, placing them on the current scene and stuff.
Mm.
Perfect example, I did the third episode of season one of Hood JJK.
Hmm.
And Yuji's talking to Junpei's mom. In the scene, Yuji's talking to his mom, but she never says a word. I
Mm.
done added this woman lips on and stuff and got her flirting with back with him and all that good stuff. So
Gotcha.
like now it just really depends. If it's a scene where the dialogue allows me
Hmm.
to just take the mouth and move it how I want to, then I do. But a lot of times I'm photoshopping mouths on whatever. If Team Four Star would have did it, I'm gonna do it.
Hell
So
Right.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Definitely.
take that extra step and add a little bit of extra stuff on it.
For sure.
Gotcha, man.
For
That's
sure.
fire.
So you mentioned Team Four Star, mentioned SSJ9K earlier. Of course, you got other fan parody animators like Aaron Animations. Are there any fan parody groups that inspired you when you were starting to do your hood anime content?
I can shout out one person right now that's one of the main reasons I can do this full time now. I always want to give this man his props because not only is he one of the main reasons why I even did something like this, he's helped me a million times along the way. Shout out my dog Ace Vane. Ace Vane is not only one of the funniest people when it comes to this space. That man's literally insane. The few times I have collab with him, the stuff he comes up with is just purely insane to me. But like even his mindset on how to progress yourself in this side of what we do is crazy. So Ace Vane for sure. A few of my voices are me attempting Ace Vane voices that I just can't do.
Right.
So Ace Vane for sure. Team 4 star, obviously. The Team 4 star comparisons and stuff always like it's crazy to me, but like I watch so much DBZA coming up that I understand that.
Yeah.
Um, it's real 85. It's real 85 when it comes to Ninja Turtles or anything else he did with like GTA or anything. It's real 85 was a big influence.
Hmm.
And I said this at DreamCon. Whoever made up the X-Men parody where it's the Juggernaut, bitch. That one for sure. But any of those. SSJ9K2, obviously. My first video doesn't happen without me seeing audio from his video on another video. So
Yeah.
like all of those people were huge influences on me.
That's what's up, man. And the shout out to all those creators, bro. Especially Ace Vane, man.
Man.
Like you said, he is insane. Some of the stuff, like when I watch y'all's content, it's like some of the lines, some of the jokes, some of the punchlines that y'all have. I'm like, how do y'all even come up with this, man? It's just like y'all are very incredible, amazing, creative individuals. Um, Aqua, I saw your hand up. Did you have a follow up question?
No, it was
Oh,
an accident.
okay, for sure. So of course we know that you voice most of your characters, but how hard was it finding different people to help voice the characters that you couldn't?
Only person that it was honestly hard to do starting off with this was Toji. Because originally what happened, all of everybody who voice acts behind me, for the most part, all the main characters are my closest friends. Like these are people I've been friends with for 10 plus years, all my like real life best friends. So my entire Hood Dub crew, them are my real people. But originally I had another one of my friends that was supposed to do Toji. And I hit him up. I'm like, all I need you to do is sound like a deadbeat dad that is coming back to try to talk to his son. And this is Shibuya. So like these are the first few lines of Toji and Meg seeing each other.
Right.
And he ghosted me. I ain't hear nothing from him.
Damn.
So I hit my dog JD. He's not the biggest anime watcher, but he watches every now and then. He be busy, a busy man. Uh, and I said, "Hey, I just need you to play a deadbeat dad. Great dad, by the way. One of my favorite people. He's a great dad, by the way. But I'm like, I need you to play a deadbeat dad who's broke." He was like, "All right." And then I got him in my house so we could record, and he just started messing up every line I gave him and came up with some of the most iconic lines in the world. Cause I told that man, I said the line I need you to say is nickels be big as quarters when you need a dollar. And that man turned the mic on and said, you ever tried to pull 87 cents out your pocket and make sure you got all of it? Nickels be big as quarters when you ain't never had a dollar." And I sat there and I'm like, I gotta use this, bro. Like, and from then on, that told you was the hardest because of that nonsense. But other than that, I know what my guys can bring, so it's pretty easy to put them in whatever roles I need them in.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to cry over here, bro.
It wasn't the line at all, man. I told that man one thing. He added two other things. I said, "Okay, we here now."
Hey man, that's fire.
Hey,
That's fire. And so like from this next question, I'm gonna just pull from one of the things that you said. You told your man that you needed him to play a deadbeat dad. So when you're coming up with the persona for each character, are you kind of pulling from what you see in JJK and then mixing a little? Because you got that nigga Toji, you got Killikari, who's one of the craziest New York niggas I've ever met. Yujika, you feel me?
Yujika.
Crash Out Meg, like. How do you pull
It depends. I think because perfect example, Yuji only really happened because I was just so stuck on him yelling out "Corrip" on the thing instead of Nanami. So after that, people was like, "Yuji, wear red. He can't be no Crip." So I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna be an ass pass here." Now he's officially a Crip and the only Crip. So stuff like that'll happen where it's like it just ends up happening that way. But I also watch anime and read manga like super weird these days. Like I'll watch it one time just to like really enjoy it, but after that I'm hearing other voices in my head over the voices that are talking. So when I'm reading the manga for like the Culling Game in the middle of that, because when season 2 ended, at this point I started popping off. So like people are spoiling me left and right. So the moment season 2 ended for JJK, I went and read the entire manga until where it was at the time. So I'm reading, I see Hikari with Tim's yak on the table and wearing a fur coat in the middle of the summer. Yeah, that man from New York. I'm trying to, you can't tell me he not. So like stuff like that, it really depends on like what I'm seeing with the character. A perfect example, you brought up the Hood Anime Awards. Like Ichigo, we know Ichigo as one of the drippiest people when it comes to anime. Like outside of like specific animes that have like super duper fashion stuff, like what's the skating anime? I can't think of off the top of my head. But Ichigo's one of the drippiest people in anime, so I'm gonna have him come in and talk his stuff. Talk his stuff about his clothes. He drip king. So like I'm gonna have him do stuff like that. It really it depends on like what calls out to me for the most part.
No, for
That's
sure.
fine.
And then just building off that, so out of all the characters that you came up with in the Hood JJK, or it could be, any of your Hood Solo Leveling, Death Note, out of everything that you've created, who's one of your favorite Hood characters that you've done?
I'll give you a top 3 because
All
I
right.
do want to make sure I include a JJK character for sure. When it comes to JJK, it is it is a strong tie between Gato and Gato and Nanami because I enjoyed every moment being able to do anything with Nanami. And the amount of the creative racism you got to get into with Gato
I
just
hate
is
niggas.
it's just we got some stuff planned for season 4 that's about to be just hopefully I don't get kicked off YouTube. But those two are a tie for we'll say just JJK. Two other characters that I love so much when it comes to Crawfish Daddy Gambit with my X-Men. Uh that just that character in general was fun. I'm so upset that I can't do nothing else with him past what I did. And then Ryu with the K. I'm not gonna lie. Ryu in my Hood Death Note, which is voiced by my dog, Cognac. He that I don't even write half of that. Like that's just we sit up, we grab
Off the top.
food, we sip a little bit. I got a BTS video on my Hood Dog Crew page that's just us grabbing food, watching the episodes, and then he'll come up with a line. I'll add an extra foundation. He'll add something on top of it, just going back and forth. So Ryu with the K is probably top 3 easy.
Okay.
So those are my 3 for sure.
I wanna say that put this question out to the rest of the pod too. Starting with Aqua, actually. Who's some of y'all favorite characters from any of his series that he's put out?
Murder Maki easily. And I
See
also
that? Shout out Dragon.
I love Big Bozo too. Like
Big Boso, Big Brother Blood.
My bad. Boso take it over everybody. I lied. We on the same page. Boso my number one.
And then my favorite thing is Yuji and Chozo just go back and forth. They gotta say their blood and their cuz. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They be killing
Big P,
me.
you got a few.
Yeah, so I can't say Yuji without saying Chozo because those will just go one and the same for me. Um, I love the Ant guy just because I'm biased. Since Huncho underscore 619.
Shout out my dog Huncho for sure.
That is a crazy pull, and the fact that he just blended in so nicely is amazing to me. And then Yuta, of course.
For sure. For sure. Bomba.
Um, Yujika and Choso, Kilakari. And I just watched this one today. This is from the BoJack movie, Hood Vegeta. My bloodline's calling to me. They said I heard my bloodline call for me. I said, this nigga.
Shout out my dog. Ken.
Facts.
I appreciate you.
Kenny.
I'm not gonna lie. Y'all probably can see this coming a mile away, but it's gonna be Drip Woo.
Drip Woo. Yeah.
I get
Obvious
hey,
reasons.
understood.
Drip
For sure.
Woo is a dog.
For sure. For sure. Mine definitely got to be Toji, bro. Mine definitely got to be Toji. This man is literally insane. I think one of my favorite. It's a very small scene. So I remember the first time I watched it, I didn't get it, but every time after that, I caught it. It was a scene where he was fighting Gojo, and then Gojo kicked him across the map, and he didn't see him for a minute, right? And all you hear is Toji singing the John Cena theme song. Dun, dun, dun,
Oh
dun.
my.
Oh yes, I
Like,
just
nah,
watched that the other
this
day.
man is insane. And even the scene before that, this man he pulled up singing Bone Thugs and Harmony.
The thug is rug his ball, dog.
It did stab my man in the chest. But also, I don't know if I like regular Toji better or Ghost Toji.
Or Ghost Toji.
Toji is
Hey.
hilarious,
Yeah,
bro.
my
He be
name is
popping up
Toji.
everywhere.
Be popping up everywhere. When he was singing his remix to Love Sosa, bro, I die every
Facts.
time, bro.
Facts.
It's making me say, could you shut up? He was like, my fault. I thought you was fucking with that.
Making me say, y'all can't hear this nigga.
Dog.
And then, of course, because Dragon Ball Z is my favorite anime, I gotta pull out the BoJack one. What's the name? When they was trying to get Little G to make the beat.
Hey, my dog.
Can I ask? Was that just another one where y'all was just playing around and that's just what came about? Like, what was the mindset behind that scene right there?
So that scene actually is sparked from my dog that does dubs too. God, his name starts with an S. I'm gonna be mad if I don't get it. Stony Dubs, there it is. My dog Stony Dubs. He does a lot of times to do like random anime dubs where they just start freestyling and stuff. My dog JD sent me a video of them freestyling, and I'm like, bro, we gotta fit a freestyle or something. That's gotta be like the ongoing thing for Hood DBZ. They're like before the big bad, they just start freestyling out of nowhere. Like it's gotta be an ongoing thing we do. So he came up with the first few lines. I wrote the first like 210 lines for Yak, and then he just started freestyling for real. And I'm like, wait, hold on, wait. But that's really where that came from. Stony Dubs, he does it phenomenally. I don't think anybody else could do it better. But we sprinkled our little HDK charm on it instead.
Okay, that's what's up, man. Aqua, I'm gonna go ahead and push it back to you for number 10 for the next question.
Okay, my bad. So you're great at voice acting, clearly. Has this always like been one of your dreams? I know you say you went to like film school and stuff, but like have you always like had voice acting in the back of your head? And would you like to actually voice act for like a major company or a show? And if not, then what are your plans for the future?
So voice acting always kind of intrigued me in general because people have always been like, you got a unique voice and blah blah blah. So like I've done like little radio stuff here and there. I've done really like small things, testing stuff out. But to this point of where we're at, no, I never really expected to be like full time writing down stuff, voice acting. My goal was like short films and like not really being the face of anything and blah blah blah. And now I voice like 70% of these people. So it really wasn't expected. When it comes to like major stuff, I was leaning towards like trying to do traditional voice acting in the middle of like fall of last year.
Mm.
But it was really taken away from like my craft while I was doing that, which
Right.
is what builds the platform. And again, if you get a platform that's big enough and it's just undeniable, really nobody could tell me that I couldn't be in what I wanted to be in because
Right.
they
For
have
sure.
like random influencers in movies all the time just because they TikTok famous.
Right.
Facts.
Like, but I'm really not focused on like the traditional side currently. I really want my own thing. That's kind of what I've wanted for the longest time. The whole big goal in all of this is to have my own black-owned production company where I can put out more black adult animated shows and things of that nature. One thing that I always say, because people can tell obviously I have a Boondocks-esque comedy because I
Mm-hmm.
came up watching the Boondocks.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That goes hand in hand.
Yeah.
So like people be like, "Oh, bro, you should work on like figuring out like doing like the Boondocks or something like that." And I'm just like, the reason we yearn for the Boondocks, one, because it's an incredible show.
Right.
But we haven't had much black animated anything
True.
for the most part. Like you can really count on your hands what we had: the PJs, Boondocks, Black Dynamite, like we
Hey,
Freak Nick, like you can really just
Freak Nick.
you can count on your fingers the
Carlos.
amount of things that we really had.
Yeah.
Right.
And like I want to be able to usher in a new age of having that. Like today, I posted a clip of my little limited series, which is going to be a hood fantasy call center handling whatever calls in.
That's
So like,
fire.
I want I want to usher in that new age black adult comedy. If we can have a million white ones, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, there's 10 adult animated shows that look like Futurama that don't got
Mm-hmm.
any plot that even matters. They got one about a dog getting his balls cut off right now, and then one about like bears and deers and shit in the middle of the wood. Bro, I can't have one that looks like me.
Right.
Right.
I have a problem with that. So like that's the
Yeah.
main goal. I want my own thing way more
Okay.
than I would ever want to be in like an anime or something.
Got
Okay.
you. Okay.
That's what's up. I do got two more questions before I get into
Mm.
these boys. Did y'all have any questions that y'all that want to ask before I get to these last two?
I was gonna ask, based off of what you've been saying about having your own, have you ever thought about collaborating with any upcoming or current content creators who has their own anime or mangas going on?
So a few people that I've been collabing with that have like different platforms for stuff. My dog Tony Weaver Jr. We're currently working on a audio drama series, a fantasy audio drama series called Realm of Mantra. Realmofmantra.com. You can sign up for the
Plug
newsletter.
it, plug
A quick
it.
plug.
Mhm.
But Realm of Mantra is something we're working on. Me and Carl Jones with Martian Blueberry. He was the voice of Thugnificent and many other
Oh
things
wow.
when it comes to the Boondocks, and he's got his own his own animation studio now. We've been in the talks of like trying to figure certain stuff out. So we're in talks. My dog, Justin, Jesus Christ. Why can't I? He just texted me the other day. Justin, give me 2 seconds. I don't want to mess up no. Justin Richburg. Justin Richburg, he's been doing a lot of like Boondocks, modern day animations for it, as well as he's the artist who filled the entire Breakfast Club room with all the like Boondocks looking pictures. We're in talks of working on stuff. And then anything like X Vane tries to work on that like it's bigger than what this is that we already do, then yeah, I'm in the talks with a few people. But I also want to make sure I'm doing my job and doing my own thing. I can bring people on and stuff like that, if that makes sense.
For sure.
Heard you.
Sure. Bomb McKinney, you got anything?
I do have a question.
Go
So
ahead.
can you just take us into the writer's room when you're watching an episode? Where do you get like the idea? Like, where did the idea to make Gojo a rich nigga that hates on broke niggas? Where did that come
That was just leaning into that. The first one was the band for band, and it was like people. This is one of the greatest things, which is why I always tell people listen to the people that watch your content.
from?
Because don't get me wrong, people be having some terrible ideas. I mean, some bad ones, and people don't be funny. But you do have some people that be having some great ideas.
For sure.
So like if you hear like 10 plus people saying, man, Gojo is actually canonically rich because he did have a shirt that one episode that was like $2,000, blah blah blah. You lean into that.
Facts.
And really just focusing on like what people wanted to see. If it's like I'll showcase a character one way, like Yuta originally wasn't supposed to be so pimpish,
Oh yeah.
but like people, I was leaning more like came back from the motherland, Hotepi pastory, and like people was like he sent Rika off like it was he pimping or some shit, and I was like, you know what? We
You
gonna
know
lean
what?
into it.
Now that you
So,
say that, I do see the transition into being a pimp.
like for Zero,
Go
I'm
ahead,
like,
Zen, baby. Go ahead, Rika, baby.
we going straight into this, like we leaning straight into it. So like it's really for the most part like what fans want that way. But like writing jokes originally, it usually I'll hear one joke and I try to write around that. If it's the best joke in all of that, I don't care about anything else. What lines need to be said to get this one joke that I had in my head off? So that's kind of the main thing.
For sure. For sure. Well, jumping back into Hood JJK, could you tell us how did you understand the Culling Game so well? Because I know specifically two of us did not understand the Culling Game until we watched Hood JJK.
For the God.
I remember. So the manga was out, and I'm read. As I told y'all, JJK season 2 ends. I go and read the entirety of the manga that they got set up at the time. So I done read 200 chapters or whatever of this manga. And when I say I had no clue what the hell the Culling Games worked.
Man.
I'm past Culling Game at this point. No, I still no idea what the hell how the hell to explain this. I watched so many explain the Culling Game videos to the point I can run it top, bottom, left, right, and I can say it in my own terms now. But like, no, it took a minute. Like,
Okay, because I thought I was slow. I ain't gonna hold y'all.
no, that get shout out Gay Gay for making JJK. Gay Gay writes stuff that should be very easy to understand. Perfect example, Kirara's curse technique.
Yeah.
The
Bro, I
whole
hate it.
star
reading
The
joint.
constellation
I hate it
stuff?
reading that in the manga, bro.
The constellation joint really is pretty easy to understand if you just start taking words, extra words that Gay Gay puts in there out and just like add in your own. So when I'm like, it's some Zodiac compatibility stuff, one thing attracts, the other one pushes away, repels, that type of thing. That's how I try to explain it in like layman's terms. It's just Gay Gay be overwriting, and it low key be unnecessary most times. But
sure.
shout out him. That's just how he write.
Just like Meg said, he was like, if I had to explain all this video would never come out. You feel me? So,
Yeah, it was in the process of really not coming out.
Yeah.
So I skipped through that. I'm not gonna lie to you.
For sure. There is one thing I did want to throw in. Before I ask this last question, and just because we were talking about the star technique, it made me think of this. Panda. So out of all of the gun to your head scenes,
Gun to your fucking
do you
head.
think you would be the real life gun to your head king?
No, I'm the worst gun to your head. I'm the worst with gun to your head. If we go every convention I go to, at least 30 people come to me with guns to your heads. I think con wise, I'm like 6 and 400 at this point. Like I lose regularly. And it'd be like shit that I probably should know. I had somebody that was like, spit a Usher verse. I was so tired. I couldn't even sing a Usher verse at the time. Or it's like, dang, 5 Usher songs, uh, not including anything on Confessions or something.
What? That's
But
crazy.
I'm like, bro, I know this. I couldn't answer this if I wanted to. I'm not gonna lie to you. So like I lose gun to your heads all the time. I put together gun to your heads that'll probably throw other people off that Panda know.
Right.
But that's after like either learning songs or like songs that it makes no sense that I know. Like having a Birdman verse on standby. I got like 3.
Right.
The Gutta Gutta solo songs got me.
That ain't.
What?
I wouldn't even have Panda. I wouldn't even have Panda win that one. I'm not gonna lie.
Facts.
It's people that's won that though, which is the craziest thing ever. I had somebody come up to me and drop 10 Gutta Gutta songs.
What?
I didn't even know Gutta Gutta had 10 songs.
I didn't either.
Gutta Gutta had a whole mixtape. He came and dropped songs that weren't even on that mixtape.
That's crazy.
Lord,
Yeah,
have
it
mercy.
was. Yeah,
Nah,
yeah.
Gutta Gutta's #1 fan is crazy.
Literally.
What was I about to ask? Is the Birdman verse? Do you think that's your funniest gun to your head scene, or is there another gun to your head scene that comes to mind that holds a special place in your heart?
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie. It's the Toji. It's the second Toji. It's the gun to your head. Name me 3. I fucked up again, didn't I? That one forever will be probably my favorite. I think because when I was telling JD exactly what we doing, he got in that mic and said it just like I heard it in my head.
That's
So
crazy.
like, no, that's probably the #1 in my opinion. Because there's no gun to your head that comes with it. It's just name me 3 and there's nothing.
Right.
But if I have to give one that is a part of it, it's between the Birdman verse because that's probably one that I hear the most, and Manny Fresh verse because
I was about to say that Manny Fresh one
House Real
was funny
Big.
because he kept going.
No, he was going for it.
House Real Big is like one of my favorite songs for real. So like just having a reason to rap that is all I needed.
He said, "Why do you know this much?"
Mine is the Boosie one because he's
Hey,
the feature.
people don't know that is not Boosie's song.
Facts.
That is not Boosie's song.
Two people do know it's not Boosie's song.
Yeah, but now it's crazy. So it's crazy.
3.
It's crazy because now if you go on like Apple Music and stuff like that, it'll tie it to everybody.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But originally that's a Fox song. There's a version of that song without Boosie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I came up when that song came out, so I know that.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no. Now it's featuring Fox. No, that's Fox
crazy.
song, bro.
Poor Fox.
I will say
it was Fox, then it was a Trill Family song, and then it became somehow Boosie's song.
Yeah, that's
Trill Fam.
Because whenever somebody wants you to play Wipe Me Down, they'd be like, play that Boosie. I'm like, okay. So
that's Fox's song, y'all. We gotta
no, but
people just don't know the version without Boosie on it. And I think you gotta just go on YouTube to find it at this point. But yeah.
For sure. Well, like I said, we didn't want to hold you too long. For my last question, again, I know you had mentioned some of the things that you are going to be working on next, some of your future endeavors. But again, if you could tell us again, what is going to be the next Hood anime adaptation, and are there any other future endeavors, other than the ones that you spoke of that you have planned or look forward to, in the near future?
So I'll go from my next upload and then I'll knock it out. The next
For sure.
upload is the Hood JJK Culling Game full arc. Completely done with JJK for the year. No more JJK. My only thing is I want people to be able to watch the full arc in one sitting. A lot of the stuff got age restricted, stuff like that. I want to be able to have people just watch it through. So that's the next upload. It's probably on like Friday, Saturday. People can just watch the full joint. Past that, the next one isn't an anime. I am doing my interpretation of Under the Red Hood. So Hood Red Hood is the next joint that drops. I'm gonna go into series real quick. We're doing a Naruto movie, a Bleach movie.
Okay.
Then I'm bringing Death Note back because it's been way too long since I dropped any Death Note. But outside of that, I'm doing my Handle That Inc., which is my limited series, the call center joint. And then I'm bringing next month for August, I am bringing back Hood Anime Awards, full of actual art made by actual people, actually paid for, no more AI, anything in Hood Anime Awards. But yeah, that'll be back next month. The Drip King / R Farmer Award.
Okay.
Yes.
That's what's up. Nah,
That's a lot of stuff on the way.
we looking forward to everything, brother.
And for Ken, we got Solo coming back.
Yes, sir.
We got Solo coming back too. I will not let the year end without Solo coming back. That I promise.
Man, it's drip. Woo.
It's drip,
Right.
man.
Yeah.
All right, boys, Aqua, y'all got any last questions, last things y'all want to say to Mr.
Thank you
Rab?
for coming on.
I got a
Thank you for
question.
coming on, for real.
No, hit me with anything. I got
Your videos go triple platinum at the house, okay?
I
Like,
appreciate you.
please.
For sure. And if you ever need some voice actors, we got you. You feel me?
Hey, for sure. I always need them.
For sure.
But you said you had another question?
Yeah, I got one last question.
What you got?
You say you brought up Death Note. Is there any other old animes that you plan on doing? Because I know I got two I wish you can do. One is Yu Yu Hakusho.
I knew he was.
Yu Yu Hakusho. Only reason I don't want to do it now is because Team 4-Star just touched it.
They did.
Like,
they just released
right
one.
when I'm like, I might finally do this Yu. And then they, but we'll see. I'm gonna definitely see about it. But what else?
Yusuke gonna go crazy, bro.
Already insane.
I do have one more question too.
You said what was the other one?
Air Gear.
Air Gear is what I was thinking about earlier. Air Gear got some of the craziest fashion in anime history. But Air Gear is actually that's actually a good pull. I got a few that I do want to do that are like a bit older. God. I do want to do some Yu Yu Hakusho for sure. I want to do one of the OG Gundams for like no reason. I just know the sound design on that's gonna be a pain in the ass, and But I do want to do like an OG Gundam or something.
That'd be fire.
What about Gurren Lagann?
I'm not actually against that. I might look into some Gurren Lagann.
I know it would be funny as fuck.
When you do, just make sure somebody cuss out Simone for me. I couldn't stand it when it was in that depression. I couldn't stand that depression.
Say no more.
But
I got one question.
Okay, go ahead, Kenny.
So this might be a little disrespectful. I just mentioned Gurren Lagann, right? I really don't like mech anime, and the reason I tried watching what's the Lucia show again? I just forgot that quick. I just
Code Geass.
I tried watching Code Geass twice, but it gets real slow. When does it really get good? About where in the show does it get good?
So, in my opinion, because that again, one of the issues that I can say that it does have is people are gonna start, because when I said this one time, people in the comments like, "Oh, y'all got TikTok brain and blah blah blah." No, a lot of the older shows, when you go back and watch them, some of them be paced kind of slow. because that's what we were doing at the time. But Code Geass, the first few episodes are a bit slower, in my opinion. Once you halfway through the first season, um, when you hear the lines, all the Japanese, from that point forward, you are in for some of the greatest scenes in anime you ever seen. Now, mind you, I don't like mech anime for real either. I'm not a big fan of mech anime, which is why Code Geass is so high for me because
Okay.
not only is it written so well, it's also a mech anime that I love. So like, get through like the first like 5 episodes,
Yeah,
and
I'm
why
past that.
you're past that. Did you
Hold on.
did you get to all the Japanese?
So it's hard for me to answer that question because I feel like a lot of the show
The
they're talking about like all the Japanese.
No, when you hear the phrase "kill all the Japanese,"
Yeah.
when you hear that phrase, we getting active for the next rest of the show. But
I'm on episode 12.
in my opinion, the second season's way better than the first season to me.
Okay, okay,
So
okay,
like season 2 of Code Geass is some of the best written anime in history to me.
okay.
But
I'm on episode 12, so I'm giving it
okay,
a try. I'm
so
giving it a try.
get it to try. Get to that second season, and you
Okay,
gonna be like everything. Me having to sit through some of this stuff that I didn't want to sit through in season 1, bruh. This second season made it all worth it because of the way they start tying stuff together is crazy.
okay,
And like
okay.
Luce will become your number one when it comes to anime protagonists because one of the few that actually do what he say he gonna do. But yeah, I'm not gonna get too far into
True.
that.
True.
Okay, okay, I'm stick with it. I'm stick with it.
Telling you.
For sure.
I do hope they do like they just fix some of the pacing issues. Outside of that,
I feel that. Bomba, did you have one more thing before Kenny went?
Yeah, this is just out of curiosity. But what inspired your name?
Rab so
Why?
petty.
Yes.
That's a
So
good question.
Rab is a nickname of a nickname. The
Mm,
full Rab is Rabbit. And this is a name I had since high school. I was faster than people at the time. I was
okay.
faster than like the most of the football team, and my coach couldn't remember my name. So he called me Rabbit. I ended up doing hurdles and track, which just leaned into
The
the
jumping.
whole
Mm,
rabbit thing.
yeah.
Past then, niggas is lazy. They don't like calling people their full names. So it turned into Rab at a certain point, and I've just been Rab for the better half of 15 plus years.
Hmm.
So you got that there. And then the so petty. I can be a petty mofo when I want to be. And I saw somebody name on Instagram with whatever Instagram name I had at the time, and it was like something so paid or something so something, and I'm like, hey, that's a hard format. I'm still in that. So I just rap
Mhm.
so petty, and it's been all my usernames for the longest, and now we here.
And it's kind of fitting with what you're creating, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You
So,
know?
Facts. Facts. Um, I did have one last thing I did want to bring up.
Yeah.
So, of course, again, we appreciate you for coming on. We would love to have you on again whenever you got some free time. I don't know if you sip or anything like that,
Oh yeah.
but I don't know if you've ever heard of a creator called Your Bud's Heaven. He does like anime
Yep.
drinking games and things
Yep.
of that
That's my
nature.
dog.
Me and Aqua actually came up with a Hood JJK drinking game
Oh my
that
God.
we would definitely want to show you. And if you down for
I,
sometime
I'm
in the
da-
future,
I'm 100% down. Just send me details. We'll figure out the dates. We
okay,
definitely can do it. I sip, so I'm definitely with it.
for sure.
I've only seen two. When I first started, I seen two people that did a drinking game for Hood JJK, and they used to be in my DMs cussing me out regularly. So like anything you got, I'm here for. Let's do it.
For sure, sounds
Yes.
good. We'll send you the game list and we'll go from there. So But no, again, RabsoPetty, thank you so much. We appreciate you for
Same.
coming through. This has been another
No
episode
problem,
of
no
Same Convo. Before we sign off, can you tell all the viewers, everybody that's live, can you tell them where they can find you?
You can find me on anything, anywhere at RabsoPetty. That's RabsoPetty. Again, YouTube is the main platform, but you can find me anywhere else that same way.
For sure. And as y'all know, man, this has been the Same Convo with your same host. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, send this to your friends, send this to your family. And the last thing you need to do, send this to your grandma because she watch Hood JJK, she watch Hood Solo Leveling, she watch Hood Death Note. You feel me? And we out of here.
Shit.